What's good, y'all? So I know I haven't made a video in a day or two, but we're just gonna hop back in it on January 13th, Tuesday. I started trading NASDAQ today, and I went short pre-market at 850. As you can see here, went short with this little gap. It didn't end up going how I wanted it to. It ended up just inversing it and not really respecting it. So I closed that early, and then I ended up going long. Went long after here. Went long right here in this little gap. Then I got stopped right here at 25956, which was basically break even. And yeah, I had that loss for today on NQ so far. And then after, just a note to self, not to trade before 9:30 pre-market. It's just not good. It's just not good for me. It doesn't work out. I never get that clear vision that I do after 9:30. So it's just a note to self for me. I will not be trading pre-market, even if there's CPI news or whatever news. So yeah, after 9:30, there was a big SMT on NQ and ES. So I took that as a signal to go short on ES. I saw a cleaner setup on ES. As you can see, we could go over here. There was displacement after the SMTs. We have two suspension blocks back to back right here, which was huge. I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna enter here. I should have honestly added there, but that was just a note to myself that if it's a clean setup like this, I'm probably gonna add a little bit more. I'll probably just go to micros, whatever the hell. So yeah, the two suspension blocks right here. Entered on the first little imbalance of the first suspension block with my stop at the highs. And as you can see, we just ended up running lower. It was a little bit of chop right here, but the suspension blocks did hold the theory. Did not really go above the first suspension block much, so that's really nice to see. After that, we just ran lower. I took profit right here at 7,007, but my original take profit was at the -2 standard deviation, which there was another line of liquidity, but I ended up deleting it because I just wanted to have a cleaner chart. So my bad about that. But yeah, my original take profit was the -2 standard deviation, but I'm just be honest, I was a little bit too impatient when I should have just let it ride and do what it did. And yeah, I ended up hitting that -2 standard deviation, and then from there I took it as a sign, okay, maybe it'll reverse or even retrace, which it did retrace. I took long right here at this inverse right here. Boom. Ended up going, and then I got stopped out by this wick right here. It was break even. So with there, I was still up money because on the NQ trade I was down. The first trades I was down, I think like around $300-200. And then with this trade, it made up money. I ended up being up $200 after that, or something like that. I was up $200 after this trade, in the positive. So I went long here. Like I said, got stopped out at this wick. Still took it as like, okay, it was just a wick. Let's just try to see if it could keep going, keep retracing, since it was just a wick. And there was a little bit SMTs right here, and it didn't get took. So I ended up going long at this little fair value gap right here, this tiny fair value gap. We left this breakaway right here, so I saw that as good news. We went all the way. It was a good move. Went all the way to 7,014, excuse me. Which I should have taken profit at that. I should have taken profit since this was this little gap right here, and also on the 15-minute, there was that was the perfect take profit. But I had my original take profit was at this little gap right here. Let me just show you guys. It was originally at this fair value gap right here. I really thought I was gonna hit it, but sometimes you're wrong. And yeah, I didn't end up hitting it. I ended up closing that for a few dollars profit. Probably like, I don't know, $50 profit. So I was still up like a little bit on the day, 250, something like that. After that was more SMT. Let me see if I could show it to you guys, but if not, I'm not gonna rush it. There was an SMT on at the highs right here with NQ and ES, with ES hitting that 15-minute and the 5-minute fair value gap. So SMT plus ES hitting a little, I know it's a low time frame, but whatever, it was a low time frame PD array. I took that and the displacement. I took that as a sign. Hey, it's gonna go lower. Probably hit the -2 or the -2 or -2.5 standard deviation. So waited for this little chop to settle after that. Displacement right here. Entered on this 1 minute fair value gap. Stop at the highs right here. Very clean trade. Ended up just closing it at 6,991. Good profit. But my original take profit was at this -2 standard deviation, or this low, this 1030 lows, which as you can see now, it did hit, but I was just too impatient. I had to go to the store, other things. So I was just like, hey, let's just cut it. It wasn't moving how I wanted to anyways. Maybe if this was one of my first trades, maybe I would have had the patience to hold it. But it did end up hitting the -2 and -2.5 standard deviations. So that just gives me more confidence in my model to just let the trade play out. So yeah, it hit. Once it hit the -2.5 standard deviation, as we can expect, it's going to be a retracement or either a chop to the -4. But in this case, it was a retracement. We already took previous day lows and on ES and NQ, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, that was just the trading day for January 13th. I traded a lot today, but I did manage my risk, which is all that matters for me. It's all in my rules. If I don't have that much, that certain number I have negative for the day, then I'll stop. But I took few losses, few wins, so ended up working out. I followed my rules, and I'm happy for the day. I ended up making 700 today. This is my 6-day winning streak, so I'm really happy about that. Really content that I'm starting to actually understand that, hey, this one trade doesn't define your trading career or the trading account. Just take the loss on the chin, come back tomorrow or reset, have a clear vision, clear draw liquidity, come back. So yeah, man, it started off rough today by playing with pre-market due to news, but now I learned that, and I journaled that I will not be, no matter if there's news or not, I will not be participating till market open. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely will be trying my best to keep them consistent. It is kind of hard for me to, as soon as I log in on the morning, to hit the OBS, but I'm getting more used to it. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the videos, give it a like. If you like the videos on the channel and stuff, comment and subscribe, man. I'll be back with another video tomorrow, hopefully.